Hey, what's up? Today, the format built-in function in Python 3. I should probably say off the bat, you might have seen this syntax before where you put dot format on the end of a string and you can kind of add values into a string. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is format with a value and a format spec, like say %, and we can do things like this with this built-in function. So today we're talking about the built-in function, not the string method. So let's take a look at the docs. And again, just to reinforce that we're in built-in functions, we're going to go down to format here. And let's read this. So format takes two arguments, value and an optional format spec. If you don't pass format spec, it's kind of the same thing as calling string on the value. And if you do call the format spec, well, you're kind of using this format specification mini language, and let's take a look at that. So there's really a lot going on here. It's pretty long, but what you really need to know is there's a lot you can pass for that optional format spec argument, and they're basically strings that represent different formats. So A, B, C, D, F, and %, none. These are the different formats that you can use, and we'll take a look at a few of them. So let's start off looking at that first argument without our optional secondary argument. We can check the type and see that it is in fact a string, even if we explicitly make it an int in the argument. Format will turn it into a string. Now let's look at our 5 example, and we're going to use some of our format spec secondary arguments. So I think a really common one is %, and you can use different precisions, 0.1, 0.2, whatever you want. Another one you might have seen in different situations is the f-string format. And again, we can use different precisions, 0.1, 0.2, whatever. A third one would be the e or exponential. And again, we can use different precisions. So we've looked at %, f, and e. These are just a couple of the different format specs available to you. There's probably hundreds of combinations out there. I would just read the docs, get familiar, and use whatever is useful to you. Other than that, thanks for watching.